Hello, everyone. I'm Metis Balaska, and I'm once again with my friend Marcelis Caldern.
Howdy, y'all.
Okay, so we're not going to spend too much time on this because I do want to like give us enough leeway to watch X-Men '97 later. Like I've seen it myself. I've seen the whole series, but Marcelis hasn't.
So I'm looking forward to that.
So I have picked up a few notes. Good news, I picked up quite a bit more of the musicians of Bellabog. Bad news, I'm still missing chapter 2. Like, look at that. I'm just missing chapter 2.
What a pain. Oh well, we'll make it work somehow.
What was the other thing that
I'm trying to remember. So obviously something that had more than one piece.
I have. Let me get up a text file. I took notes. Setup. Text. Lore to read. Tales of the Winterland.
Okay.
I'm assuming I haven't gotten anything new there. Because it doesn't seem to be one of the highlighted ones. Yeah, I haven't picked up anything new with Tales of the Winterland.
Okay. Well, we'll just, yeah.
Yeah,
are
so...
are you ever going to try and go lore hunting? Or, I mean, because I can imagine that's going to be a...
Yeah, but I can do that offline pretty much by myself.
Yeah.
But we do have quite a bit of new lore. Look at all this lore we still have left to get. And this is just for the first world.
It's mad. It's mad. Mad, I tell you.
I'm guessing most of them are shortish. And I picked, and I'm in the new area, the Zhanzhou, which is paradise because it's full of fox people.
Fox people? Mm.
Yes,
Nice.
and one of the leaders is a fox mommy.
Mm-hmm. Gotta have a fox mommy. Alrighty, so where shall we begin?
All right, message for new repairers. By now, you should have received the Heating Maintenance Safety Operation Manual. Make sure you read that first. As you are well aware, my wife is about to give birth, so I will be heading home earlier today. I'll be gone for half a month, which means I won't be here for the maintenance before the Soulworm festival. But relax, Belle will walk you through everything. And just don't forget what I taught you, and you'll be fine. I know you pick up on things fast. As you are well aware, my wife is about to give birth. You mentioned that
before. That one. You didn't. Yeah, rereading it.
However, maintenance of heating pipes is the most important maintenance job in Bellabog, which is a reasonable statement to make considering the place is cold as fuck. Like we fixed we got rid of the thing that was causing the the eternal freeze, but like it's been happening for so long. Things have been so fucked up for that for so long that it's actually going to take quite a lot of time for it to for the planet to go back to any sense of normalcy.
Oh no.
At the very least, the underworld and the overworld are no longer separated.
Okay, that's great.
I've made some notes here in case you've got. While you read open your safety operation manual and follow along. Remember to ask Bella if you have any questions. I won't go over the first and second points because there's nothing to say about getting the certificate and wearing protection. Those are too basic. For the third point, check the lighting for the heating maintenance area. You should pay special attention, especially to the emergency lighting. There was an accident in the past with my master where the furnace wasn't lit. No lighting is a recipe for accidents. The fourth point is on changing the pipe's protective coating has one missing point at the top. Remember to always wear insulation gloves. The pipes are full of hot steam and there's no insulation around them. One touch and you'll be scalded. I have taught you the ratio to mix the protection coating in liquid and water. So be careful. It doesn't matter if you waste some coating liquid. Just don't add too much water. The pipe surface temperature is very high, so if you brush a very watery liquid onto it, the room will be filled with water vapor. If something goes wrong, it can be fatal. As for how to apply the coating, you already know this. Brush it thinly and evenly. Don't go back and forth. The eighth point goes over the most important thing, the maintenance of the steam turbine rotor. Halfway through the maintenance, be sure to check your maintenance clothes as electric insulation and protective goggles. Also, when going back for maintenance, please remember to stop the boiler and generator. This is a delicate device, and if it breaks, there is no replacing it for a while. You can't be too careful with it. For the 10th point, the alarms and monitoring devices as we use are different from the ones in the manual. Just go with what I taught you. That's about it. Once the heating maintenance is complete, you'll be a full-fledged maintenance worker. Come by during the Soul Warm Festival, and I'll treat you to a special sun cake. It has weed in it. It's more delicious than anything you'll find in the stores. Also, my wife's relatives are coming over, so try to dress up a bit.
It sounds like this is for someone specific. Like it's not. You know what I mean? Like it's not just like.
Yeah, I'm guessing like an apprentice or something.
Yeah.
All right, you get to read this one. Salmon bread.
Salmon bread. This is a page cut out from the Voyager magazine. Keeping up with the fishing parties. How about some juicy frostweave salmon bread? Author Lila. The lake in the Bellabog suburbs may be frozen solid, but hidden beneath the surface is a powerful undercurrent. That's right. In the undercurrent caused by a large amount of frostweave salmon in search of spawn. I got my tone completely wrong with that. That's right. It's the undercurrent caused by a large amount of frostweave salmon in search of a spawning ground. It's also the time of year that they are the fattest, because they stock up on energy and nutrients to prepare for the swim upstream, during which they are unable to feed. The Ballabog fishing teams head out to prepare for the seasonal hunts. Through efficient and large-scale hunting, the city's frostweave salmon reserves are plentiful. Of course, the proximity of the hunting ground to Ballabog means the cruel and extreme temperature of the climate have their risks. such a grand scale of fishing can only be read through articles. But starting this year, you can also be part of the fishing parties. Fishing parties. Just trying to, it's like just a bunch of drunk guys on a boat, like swearing and pissing in the ocean. Like, sounds great. I've seen Jaws. Let's see. 3 years ago, Bellabog approved the Fishing and Hunting Co-op program. After a 2-year trial run, they're finally ready to open up registrations. As one of the members who participated in the trial run, I'll be starting a new column, Fishing and Hunting Co-op, in The Voyager. The column will cover travel preparation, delicious foods, and various activities, as well as aspects of the co-op program that may require special attention. What kind of activities, huh? What are we up to? As the saying goes, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. I thought it was his chest cavity. For the first issue, we'll be focusing on the unique delicacy, Frostweave salmon bread. I mean, these Frostweave salmon are looking to breed, so, I mean... I'll leave it at that. Everyone knows that the Frostweave salmon we get in the city has been processed to prolong preservation. After the head and guts are removed, the salmon is salted and dried. This process brings out the flavor we are so familiar with. However, the salmon at the reserves taste even better. The Frostweave salmon will freeze quickly out of the water. It can be said that you can't get the salmon any fresher than this. The most traditional Frostweave salmon dish, which is highly recommended by the head chef of the fishing parties, is the Frostweave salmon bread. It's simple to make, so here are the steps. You'll need to have sliced your bread beforehand. It will take a lot of effort to cut it in the cold climate. You will also need to prepare the red sunset jam beforehand. Cut the red sunset into pieces along with various berries, then stir with seasoning. Be sure to store it in a thermal container, or you will have to melt the jam with hot water, which can be difficult. Cut the Frostweave salmon into slices. You can ask the chefs from the fishing team to help with this step. Next, you will need to peel off the skin. Place the fish meat and jam onto the bread. And there you have it, an authentic serving of Frostweave salmon bread. Or you can get the Frostweave salmon bread maker 9000! Yes, or my name isn't Billy Mays! Billy Mays!
Also makes Julian pies. Won't break it. It broke. Robin Williams is a legend, man.
Yes, he is. Was, but no, he'll always be a legend. I love the man. As you may have noticed, the most troublesome ingredient of the recipe is the fresh Frostweave salmon, which may be hard to come by in Ballabog. You'll find plenty of it at the fishing reserves, though. The salmon's freshness and jam's acidity produce a smooth texture that will have you salivating within seconds. The tenderness of the fish, with a lighter fish stench and more fatty meat, is different from the dry salmon that we're used to. It's truly unforgettable, and definitely worth a trip to the reserves. Of course, the fishing parties have a minimum amount of salmon they must catch before tourist activities can begin. Rest assured, there's plenty of Frostweave salmon to go around. The co-op program will only require a one-time fee. In other words, tourists who participate are free to catch as much as they want within the fishing reserves. Next time, we'll be taking a look at how to stay warm in the frigid cold. Stay tuned, avid travelers. This is Lila, and I'll see you in the next issue. Don't die!
That's a real indication of exactly how long this has been going on. Gathering Place message board. Welcome to the Gathering Place. You can provide whatever feedback you have about our service here. Customer, old customer, suggestion. Did you not wash your cups again? There are even handprints on the cup. The water bill is going up, but your service is getting worse. I want a refund. Customer name, Boulder Town Locals love Boulder Town. Here's the latest news. There are some strangers in town lately. They got all kinds of fancy hair colors and are traveling with that trickster merchant. And they look really dodgy and are probably thugs from other towns. And everyone, be careful when you walk around and be on the lookout for outsiders. I hear they are thieves. That's probably talking about that was probably talking about our crew.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, no, sweetie, those are just anime protagonists. Also, do you think like do you think that like Boulder Town is like ever like fears Chris Redfield showing up? Like he'll just punch their town into oblivion. Just be like, what are you doing? It's like, I hate boulders.
Oh no! They don't mind, and they don't mind if he himself shows up. If him and Wesker show up at the same time, though, then it's a problem.
Oh, fair enough.
This is a great name. Nina is bored. Can you get some snacks going? What's the point of in only providing water? Do you even know how to run a business? I see Nina is a Karen.
Also, like, this place is called Gathering Place. Like, wow, that's very, very creative naming.
Mechanic to be. Not quite a mechanic yet, but I'm trying to get there. Someone earlier wrote a pretty disgusting comment. You reckon you're the only resident in Boulder Town that people shouldn't be able to enter or leave? I saw those people you mentioned too. They were only traveling with They were also traveling with wildfire members. Also, what's wrong with dyed hair? Everyone was once young, so dial down your tone a bit. It sounds like you locals are so high and mighty. What's wrong with the outsiders? Everyone's got arms and legs and are trying to earn a living, but you're here maliciously suspecting them of this and that. You really got no manners. I mean, we were traveling with Sampo, but so I can't blame them for being suspicious. Sampo is suspicious as fuck.
Okay.
Grandpa trying to help. Everyone, please mind your manners and watch your words when leaving comments here. Don't hurt people and don't make bad jokes. And don't provoke others. People need to learn to be considerate when communicating. If there is a difference in opinion, don't fight over it. And don't act on impulse. A cup of water for a day. Gramps, don't bother helping. We're all anonymous here, and everyone writes harsh comments. This is like the mad moles in the mines, not wanting to see the light, just running around and screaming. They get sensitive to everything and like to engage in infighting, and that ends up hurting themselves. The Gathering Place is just a mole nest. I'm used to it. So the Gathering Place is just Twitter.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just a forum. It's just an it's just Reddit.
Boulder Town locals love Boulder Town. Nah, it's you outsiders who made Boulder Town the way it is now. Wasn't it you lot who begged us to take you in, and now and now you have the guts to call everyone mad moles? Listening to what you're saying and don't put Listen to what you're saying and don't put mouths in the words about Boulder Town locals. We are not the same as you. Jeez, these guys are xenophobic. Wildfire is hiring. I don't think us underworld folks are mad moles, and I don't think we need to separate outsiders from locals when the fragmentum is threatening everyone. I'm a local born and bred, but when I ran across monsters in the mines, it was outsiders who carried me on their shoulders and saved my life. Besides, mad moles act the way they that way because they lost their sense of security towards their future. They don't understand why the world just suddenly changed. The feeling of security is a fundamental survival need for all creatures, and all animals are equal under the threat of the fragmentum. The seniors and Wildfire had taught me all that. I believe that the biggest difference between humans and animals is that we have a rational brain. If you don't want to turn into a mad mole, you can join Wildfire and protect our home together. Don't fight over being an outsider or a local, and when we have the fragmentum to fight. Bouldertown, I'm Leia, and I'm having my birthday soon. Interesting name. Number 8 is right. It is better to work for Wildfire than to argue over minute issues. Let us all calm down and desist from arguments. Say, my birthday is tomorrow. If you are so inclined, I'll treat you to a drink tomorrow afternoon. I might not be able to afford expensive beverages, but 1 cup of water is still within my budget. So, in other words, this person has absolutely no money. Bouldertown local, Bouldertown. Thanks. I had a drink. On you today. Appreciate the treat. But judging from the way you speak, you're not a local, are you? Why is that really important? Mechanic to be. Lay, I think you just wasted your money. Mechanic to be telling the truth here.
Mm-hmm.
Angry fella. Come on, keep commenting. Every time I read this booklet, it's full of comments. So why does no one comment when I start to write in it? Oh God, this is one of those people. You all looking down on us migrants from other towns, and it's all you locals chatting on. It's all you locals chatting on the. All you local groups chatting on the book. No, I'm going. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna come every day to see just who is writing a thesis in these messages and what kind of new stuff if you write about. Whenever I leave, you chat all the way from the eternal freeze to the history of the mines. And it's from our lunch check, Gertie to Gertie's cooking skills. It's from how to dig more efficiently to the fundamentals of fixing machines. And you all stop as soon as I'm in the gathering place. You telling me it's all a coincidence? Well, I don't believe you. I'm going to be right here from morning till night, and I want to see exactly what you're all blabbering about. God. Old customer. How did number 12 get drunk on water? You got a hidden menu in this place? Wow. Mechanic to be. The gathering plate has got a new notebook because the last one was full. Bro, if you got such an active imagination, why don't you go write a novel? Good Lord. Earth of the Silvermane Guards.
Well, this one's gonna be stuffy and boring. As a child of Belobog and the executor of the will of the Supreme Guardian, I volunteered to join the Belobog Silvermane Guards. In the name of the glory of the Silvermane Guards, I hereby swear under the city wall, I will constantly protect the last bastion of humanity, Belobog. I will be loyal to Belobog, the architects and the citizens. I will carry myself with justice, courage, selflessness, and loyalty. I will obey the laws of the guards. I remember the oath of the guards. I will obey the command of the guardian. I will uphold the honor of the architects. I will, for every step I take forward, it is tomorrow. For every time I stand still, it is our formation line. For every time I step back, it is home. This oath shall stand for as long as the wall stands. Should I break my solemn vow, I will offer myself to be judged and punished by the Belobog laws. the Supreme Guardian, and all citizens.
No,
Cool,
funny. You want to know what's funny?
What's funny?
We actually met at Bellabog Guard at session before last, and he knows Serval. They were in a band together.
Oh, really?
Yes, I think he was on drums or something.
Oh dear.
Diary of a Civilian Scientist. Yeah, we can read more of this since this is the first part. I still need to collect more parts to it though. February 28th, 699 AF. Do the people at the Intellectual Property Administration of Technology understand anything at all? Can't they hire someone competent and for the patent review? I've applied for a patent and for 16 times already. That's a weird way of wording it. What a waste of time and energy. How will they reimburse me if someone registers my invention first? Time is life. They're stealing my money, ruining my life. I thought the guy with glasses as at the patient office would know a thing or two, but I was wrong. He questioned me to my face and said I knew nothing about science. What the heck does he know? I've studied physics for 15 years and wrote the time tunnel theory, a 100,000 word book. Because I've done things, I'm automatically smart. My invention is based on that theory. He hasn't read my book, and he has the nerve to doubt me. Childish, stupid, short-sighted. I've been working on this device for quite some time. But 2 months ago, when the museum opened and an exhibit showcasing newly discovered old world relics, I was 100% sure that time travel might come true. There was a mysterious device called the 600 kilowatt diesel generator, which was exactly the same time machine that appeared in my dreams. With that machine, my device will surely be able to warp time, deform it, cause massive breaks, and create time tunnels. So did he read the Bellabog equivalent of H.G. Wells' The Time Machine and automatically think I've invented time travel?
Yes.
Good Lord.
Yes, he did.
The prophetic dream perfectly confirmed my theory. In my dream, there was a geomarrow resonance tunnel hidden in the underworld. When my time in the tunnel is completed, I would definitely be able to achieve time travel there. Rather than waiting for fools to review my patent, why don't I raise the money myself to build the device? To Kickstarter! Right now, I only have the house to mortgage, but it belongs to my father. I don't know if he'll agree to the mortgage. But I'm a little reluctant to do so since we've lived there for many years. No, what am I saying? If I can create a time tunnel, I transform the era. I'd be the modern day Plamia. How would I shed tears on a house? Let's do it. I'll mortgage the house next week and can get my device built. With my device, I could warp the very fabric of time and control its flow. A place like Bellabog wouldn't be befitting for someone like me. Oh my! I could revolutionize the Bellabog. No, the entire universe.
With a 600 kilowatt diesel generator.
That sounds flawless. Won't go wrong at all.
Mm-hmm.
Miner's lamp.
Let's see. Okay. Semicircular electrode collar. Danger 2 stars, rarity 4. Trading value 40 to 60 shield. Appearance. It's an irregular semicircle with 2 metal synapses on the inner side of the apex of the curve. There are also several buttons along the curve, but some buttons do not respond to input. Their functions are unknown. Description. This object was discovered by our regular customer, Conrad. It was found in a place with some other small ancient relics, which I assume were mostly old world households or personal objects. In terms of value, they won't make you rich overnight, but they're quite valuable. Conrad pointed out that the shape was strange. Even the great miner's lamp had trouble identifying it. The old world is full of strange objects, but this doesn't even come close to being the strangest. With a little thought, I can try analyzing it. As usual, we'll start by analyzing its structure. With how neat the arc is, I'm inclined to believe that it's designed that way, rather than being forced into the shape by an external force. The bulk of the weight is concentrated at the center, so the sides appears to support. That's a bit wonky. So the sides appear supportive. The arc interior is a concave surface. Don't think my words are too profound. When I praise ancient relics, I must use professional and precise words. If it was like your intra-family chit-chat, then I might as well take down the Midas lamp sign, close my business, and make you pay for my storytelling. I'm only kidding. Let's continue this appraisal. The striking thing about the exterior of the two curved pieces of metal. I've seen this before. Similar to something I've appraised before, but when the switch is flipped, 2 metal pieces make a cracking sound. I quickly shut it down for fear of what might happen. It smells like something was burning. You wonder what it was? The man who brought the object to me put his hands directly on it. I'll just say, bless all men copper that my hands aren't fast. You see, the key to identifying ancient relics is better to be safe than sorry. This philosophy has gotten me out of trouble many times. So I assume the metal parts are an electrode, which is the same as that thing. Wasn't it easy to deduce the function of this strangely shaped object? The key to identifying ancient relics is knowledge. That will come naturally with experience. Didn't you mention the key is supposed to be better safe than sorry? There are so many crucial factors to consider, it is hard to know them all. Why else would I be doing this line of business and not you? I went through manuscripts and magazines from the old world and found some similarly shaped handcrafts made from cloth. The magazines say that they were worn from the back of the neck. I wonder if it was shaped like an arc. No wonder it was shaped from like an arc. However, I was afraid of what would happen, so I called over Conrad and put the thing around his neck. And what do you know? It was a perfect fit. If someone from the old world saw it, they would have said it was worn around the neck as well. Conrad was overjoyed at how well it fit. He said the 2 pieces of metal fit comfortably in the nape of his neck, and wondered what they were for. When I told him it was a torture device, he was so frightened he took it off immediately. He lifted my chair and beat me hard. I was wronged. First of all, it wasn't powered. Secondly, I didn't even press the switch. Honestly. Since I have not seen another ancient relic like it so far, its rarity is temporarily set at 4 stars. However, although it's a torture device, its effect is mild compared to the relics that can heat up and explode. Therefore, its danger level has been temporarily set to 2 stars. What is this like supposed to be a... Is this like a pair of headphones, maybe? Oh, I can't figure out what the hell he's describing, to be honest. Regular semicircle with 2 metal synapses on the inner side of the apex of the curve.
Oh, are you thinking like it may be headphones, but they're wearing it, like wearing it wrong and shit?
Maybe. I mean, it's just because like around the nape of the neck. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell is described like that. I don't know.
That would be amazing if it was headphones. like they just mistook headphones for a torture device.
Maybe someone out there in the comments can tell us, because I have no idea.
Maybe. Musicians of Belobog, we leave for now. Unsent letter. Okay, this is another one I have to put on because I don't think because I think part 1 and part 2 are
Okay, yeah.
Oh wait, it's chapter 1 of Musicians of Belobog Guys Still Need, not chapter 2. I'm seeing there in my notes. So unsent letter. Get part 1. Yeah, so we'll save that for when it's complete. I didn't get anything new on Heritage Station. So now we have the Laofu. The Startaro bubble tea. The Startaro bubble tea tastes horrible. This ought to be a good read. Just chatting, Star Watcher Station. Yeah, so the new place we're in, it's actually a space colony, not a planet.
Okay.
But like it's been noted that the space is that the colony is actually bigger than the planet that we were at, apparently.
Okay.
And funny thing with that, it's like we weren't actually planning to go there, but then suddenly, like the character from the tutorial shows up, and then directs us to go there because there's activity there, and we offered to help up there, but then Fox Mommy says, "No, we know what we're dealing with, so we don't need your help." And it's like, I know that some shit's going to go down where it's going to be too much for the colony to handle. It's going to be that way, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
It is vitally important to know how to view things and how to view everything. Commander of the Star Watcher Station. An afternoon tea break. The Startado bubble tea tastes horrible. Account deleted. User 93246353. Posted September 21st. I can't be the only one who thinks the Startaro bubble tea is terrible. None of the new products launched by Immortal's Delights this year are palatable. At Immortal Delights Leisure Tea is I seriously, good God, again, this is Twitter. I seriously need to call out the staff putting in the ingredients at your Starskip Haven outlet. Can they suck up the taro pieces the size of everyone's fist? What? The tea also tastes as bland as water. Did they forget to add tea concentrate? Special Stargazer, posted September 22nd. They use tea concentrate? Then why am I drinking it? So that I can taste the overboiled common beans and unwashed taro? There are 26 tea houses as on Star Watcher Avenue, and they're the only one who dares to do this. Pie Doctor of Night, September 23rd. The Sleepless Earl is the only good place left on Laofu. At least they are still brewing tea the old way. Yeah, that's way better than the street side shops using mass-produced machines. Forward this message is to be in a drawer for a Sleepless Earl loyalty card. Oh my God! So long, and thanks for all the J Dabachi. Can't say I didn't get stat ending. Never imagined someone would still be tooting the horn for the Sleepless Earl in this day and age. Can't you tell the owner herself knows nothing about tea? The The shop was propped up all because of outworlders who know nothing about tea culture. How many Laofu locals do you see drinking their stuff? Granny Chen's tofu with Bonana. Replied to Doctor of Night, September 23rd. I can immediately tell that you're one of those useless people who visit the tealess Earl. You think their tea taste is better because it's in a clay pot, it's in not a normal cup. Is this Eastern versus Western tea?
I don't know.
Seriously, has anyone been into royalty? Royalty, oh my god. They've recently put a big teapot in front of the store, and it even says Lofu Relic. Please do not touch. That's what a real classic is. If you ask me, anyone who still goes to sleep as Earl is losing faith as for us old Lofu citizens. This sounds like Eastern versus Western tea to me.
Maybe.
Because Sleepless Earl, like the Earl I think is coming from Earl Grey.
Maybe, but it's. I mean, look, I'll tell you what. I don't like Earl tea. Sorry, Earl Grey tea. I
don't think I've tasted Earl Grey.
Good. You're better off.
Pie Doctor of Night. Reply to so long and thanks for all the jade hibachi. September 23rd. Blabbing out old Lofu and locals. This is what loses faith as for as Yanzhou citizens. Why do we still have old geezer traditionalists like you? All who arrive from the endless starry seas are our honored guests. Didn't the teacher in the Lyceum teach you this? At Star Watcher, startled deer. Can the mod of the day please delete this post? Let the trials come. Posted September 29th. Oh my god, this already sounds melodramatic. Woe is me, for the Jianzhou art of tea has perished. In the days of yore, 'twas a balance of various scents distilled, a frugality of practicality and simplicity combined, a world order of filial respect and table side manners observed, and a modest joy of sipping tea as life's meaning is revealed. Now cast your gaze upon Lao Fu. The despair Tao all is dissipated. No bellows of clouds, no thumbling of creeks. The heavens have forsaken us, and the noble houses are lost. All are now interchanged with works of blunt metal. Oh, the very ugliness of it. Be it that the tea sets have retired, and the art of tea is lost to this world. Yet, how unsightly we now drink tea by the roadside and sip its aroma as we carelessly walk. Xianshu had structured the interconnected web through thousands of dimensions, and so friends from all corners of the universe could converse. Yet now they misconstrue the words and spread wide slander and false discord. As 'tis a time when the very foundation of Jianzhou are in danger. Okay, Burma. Granny Chen's tofu with Bonana. Whoa, a real Laofu resident is here. Everyone scamper. Actually, they're in the wrong. Are they in the wrong session of the station? Lol. This is Twitter. This is just Twitter.
It's all just Twitter.
A portrait burning at Star Watcher. Replied to let the trials come October 7th. What you say is correct. However, the and you is nowhere near as insightly as you make it out to be. I am but a humble citizen, but have worked for some time in Lofu's tea industry, and it is my opinion that the new metallic tea machines have lowered the threshold for people who want to try out tea. Classic methods such as vegetation and the alchemy cauldron need so much time and equipment. Therefore, fewer and fewer people were drinking tea that way. I think it's a good thing that more outworlders can now experience the essence and uniqueness of Jinzhao's art of tea. Granny Chen's tofu with Bonana, October 10th. Here's an honest fellow. Everyone get out of here. Good Lord.
Wow.
It is just Twitter.
Look, I mean, this is Twitter, YouTube comment section, it's all like when people have a forum with no accountability, it's all a hellscape. And I mean, literally, they're going at each other over bloody tea. But you mean, like the thing is, never forget that. I can't remember if it was Plato or whoever. One of the old Greek philosophers was like, "How dare these people read? They should commit everything to memory." No, how dare these people write stuff down? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This whole thing, these young people are so lazy, has existed for literally since the dawn of time.
Yeah, really.
And it's not gonna change now that we have sci-fi space trains.
Okay, a drizzle douses dust.
Let's see. Guests arrive from afar, weary from journeys and travail. This humble abode welcomes you, while a fresh drizzle douses dust. A majestic dawn of grandeur, and a splendid night on Star Watcher. Petrichor Inn is located in the heart of the Starskiff Haven, an heir to the classical Zhangzhou style. It continues to demonstrate the elegant and hospitable side of Laofu culture. It contains clean guest rooms, comforting baths, and has a full menu to appease every desire, together with the best traditional etiquette. The inn's construction started before the time of the wars and has stood for more than 500 years. Petrichor Inn never forgot its mission and persists in providing the most meticulous care and guidance for all interstellar travelers. To celebrate the recently completed renovations, the inn currently features a tourist combo, where guests can experience a comfortable room and be provided with a detailed travel guide upon presenting this flyer when making a booking. Staying at Petrichor, a drizzle douses dust. A rest in Petrichor, Jesus Christ. Each guest room contains an extended viewing deck where guests can gaze upon the beauty of Luofu and from the comfort of their rooms. The intelligent skylight on the roof will ensure ample illumination throughout the day and provide natural air circulation. Curtains of pearls lightly touch your brows as candlelight sways in the wind, with motion-sensitive interior screens activated by hand gestures. Located in the heart of Starskiff Haven, this inn allows you to feel the vibrancy of Laofu's ever-beating pulse. Look down from the balustrades to see all of Star Watcher Avenue and observe as pedestrians stream by and starlight glimmers. Placed in a central location, the inn provides hundreds of otherworldly delights at your fingertips and thousands of incomparable views before your eyes. Oh, it's so beautiful. I could just... Food at Petrichor. Thousands of delicacies and a metamorphosis in the pot. Our kitchens are famous throughout the Jiangsu for their traditional Qinghuan style dishes, hope I'm saying this right. Please, I'm sorry, guys. And have specifically consulted the head chef of Spices Supreme to create our menu. We periodically work with the Garden of Gourmet and feature special styles of cuisine known as the Dayu Bliss and the Ming Ting Flair and the Ronald of McDonald. During afternoons, guests can head to the side lounges to taste our teas and other beverages. Your teas suck! Read on the forum! For spring weather, we recommend tea brewed from tender new leaves, taken with dawn dew, provided by the Sage's Tea House. It's all extract! We also have our other delightful Laofu beverages on offer, such as the gelatinous rice wine and tea brewed from leaves grown in the shade. You grow it in the shed. Shut it. Present your proof of purchase to taste famous beverages such as Dragon Spring Brew and Nectar of Willow Woods. Traveling at Petrichor, an interconnected and crisscross web. We provide point-to-point shuttle transport services that cover the entire city. It's a rickshaw! You can apply and receive your travel passes and exchange for the Jianzhu currency from within the inn. The inn provides a comprehensive 24-hour service covering all situations such as planning for travel, purchasing goods, and conducting business negotiations. Yeah, when the guy's not asleep. The inn will always provide our comprehensive support and the uttermost dedication. We offer our most sincere invitations to Petrichor Inn and look forward to having you stay with us.
I love how in the beginning there you were flip-flopping between an advertisement voice and the flowery voice.
I know. I love doing the advertising voice, but I thought I'd try and kind of just go for pure flowery, but I couldn't help it. Like,
Okay, 100 common and Zhanzhou proverbs for Outworlders.
oh dear.
Okay, I think this one is one we'll have to read later.
All right.
Just to be safe on this one.
Okie
100 common.
That's probably Chanju, or I don't know.
I think the accent in Chinese has like a zh sound. I think.
It definitely can change. I don't know though.
For Outworlders, get first 2 parts. Save.
No.
And Disciples of Santa's Medicus, collections of exhibits. Oh, good lord.
Well, there's a lot, but we have the first one, so we can read this one.
Jaleh, my dear sister, I hope you're doing well. It has been more than a month since I left home. All is well. Please do not worry. I have had an infirm body ever since I was a child, and it has caused you so much trouble. I left in an attempt to give you a happy life without having to worry about me. Again, don't worry. I won't commit suicide or hurt myself. Because of my legs, I was a burden to our father and brother before they died, and now I am a burden to you. For more than 200 years, we went from one doctor to another, and my legs have never improved. I only feel bottomless guilt and shame for us. This suddenly got depressing.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to worry about my legs anymore. I'm helping out with a clinical trial for a confidential project of alchemy of the Alchemy Commission. And the alchemist in charge of my section told me that they tried very hard to get the 6 charioteers to allow for development of new medical treatments aimed at managing various chronic diseases that afflicted patients for hundreds of years on Jiangsu. However, it is a requirement that participants must not divulge any relevant information until the research has made significant progress. So I have to keep this letter in my pocket for the time being. I'll send it to you when I have the opportunity to go out. These treatments are indeed effective. I used to need crutches to walk, but now I am fleet of foot. Even those alchemists were amazed at my recovery speed. They said I'm a miracle. Actually, the medicine they used is rather weird. I asked the chief alchemist the name of the medicine, and they only smiled and said, "This is a gift from the merciful Medicus." And I don't quite understand, and they don't explain it more. But at least as the medicine is effective, it's a good thing. However, this comes at a price. Every time I take the medicine pellet, I feel a sharp, piercing pain all over my body, and my memory get all confused. Oh my god!
Ooh.
This is sounding pretty sus.
Uh-huh.
Let's not talk about these unhappy things. I want to tell you to get a piece of news. The Alchemy Commission will give me a lot of money after the clinical trial is over, but then I'll have both the healthy body and a fortune. We will have enough money to buy an inn and in a good location. A location. A location near the port in the big city would be the best. By the way, we can receive tourists, and you won't need to work anymore. We'd have money. I'll hire a few people and take care of business with me. Yeah. All you need to do is pursue your dreams and do whatever you want in the big city. You deserve the best. Looking forward to seeing you again. Awaiting your reply. Your loving brother Zhao Zhu. I got a feeling the brother didn't make it.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we got to the station, and the place was teeming with like what was called I forget exactly what they were called, but they were like guards infected with something, and every time you knocked one down in battle, they would revive with like half their health.
Oh.
And they were covered in like this like leafy stuff.
Oh.
And when they revived, the leafy stuff came off.
Okay.
I think this is connected to that. I don't think this is inherently malicious, but I think this may we may be looking at patient 0 right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, views of the universe from a star skiff, the Zhaozhou Zhuming. Okay, that's another one to read later.
Okay.
Views of the universe from a star gift. The Zhu Zhuming. Get part 1 before we can read it.
And that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it for the lore. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording here and then start again for the other for the whatchamacallit. It's the extra stuff. So stopping in 3, 2,